Ranking the best quarterbacks in Madden 23 Ultimate Team update number 1. So I initially dropped my best quarterback rankings, I believe the launch week of Madden 23. It's time we do our first update. So you are going to notice that there is no one in the D or F tier right now. I'm going to get rid of the cards that were in the D and the F tier, just so the tier lists are a little bit cleaner this year. I used to do it to where I had every single card in the entire game on here. Now, before we go on ahead and cover all the new cards that I didn't cover in the first video, I do want to go ahead and update where I have these quarterbacks right now. I have a very different opinion on a lot of these guys, but I do want to go ahead shout out the comment of the day real quick. Now let's get it started. So Aaron Rodgers is still going to be in the S tier for me 100%. I think he's one of the only quarterbacks in the game that is viable to run in like the MCS and in a competitive game. I think he's one of the only ones that you can run without abilities on. So that means this S tier is all changing. Now, before we change the S tier, I'm going to go down to C. I'm pretty much going to drop all these guys into F tier. Just don't really think they're that good, I'll be honest. Now, for right now, I'm going to move all of B into D, and then I'm going to move A into C as well. But we are going to move some people around. Jalen Hurts is going to drop into B tier for me. You're going to see we're going to be very, very strict today. A tier, I think, is going to have 2 cards in it. The reason why Hurts dropped for me, I mean, I don't think he's unusable. It's just he doesn't get the set feet lead. He doesn't have Slinger 1 as a release. And I'm going to move this Lamar right here down into C. Reason being is the accuracies right now. Given the high ball meta right now, his accuracy ratings are a little bit rough. And Trevor Lawrence, I am also going to go ahead. I'm going to drop him into C because I'm not really that high on him. I will drop this Herbert right here in the F tier because Herbert's release, we're going to talk about it on his 90 overall card, but it is really, really bad, especially with no abilities. You'll see my thoughts later if I thought the abilities could save him, but no abilities, his release is like one of the worst in the game. I'm going to move Ritter on up because I think Ritter is actually pretty solid. I don't mind Josh Allen being in C. I would actually take him over Trevor Lawrence. I like that a little bit better. I still think Josh Allen is actually really, really usable. I think the same about Joe Montana as Trevor Lawrence. I'm not really too high on the releases, and I should also lob Joe Burrow up in there too. I would run basically Lamar Jackson over all these cards right here. So we got Jared Goff of the headliner promo, 82 overall. This card dropped like second week of the game, 70 speed on him, 84 throw power, not the best accuracy in the world, but he's 6'4", release Gen 3. I don't think it's going to be a surprise, but he's not better than this Russell Wilson. So he's like the worst quarterback we covered so far. And then Skylar Thompson, Dolphins great. Kind of want to see him play over Teddy Bridgewater now that my guy Tua had an injury, man. Would love to see this guy get a chance in the regular season because he was really fun to watch in the preseason. But 76 speed's good, 86 throw power is pretty good as well. He has generic 1 though. I didn't think he was better than this 84 overall Tua, so I'm going to put him also in the F tier. I'll put him bottom tier of F tier as well. Who would have thought Geno Smith, like at this point in the NFL season, like he's probably having a top 10 statistical performance, right? Maybe even top 5. Craziness. He's 6'3", has 76 speed with 83 throw power, pretty good accuracy as well, hits 80s across the board, has generic 2 as a release, and ability wise can't really get anything that great. Do I put him F or do I put him D? I'm not gonna put him C. I could maybe see D tier, so I'll go ahead lean D. Now we got Baker Mayfield right here, 6'1", 79 speed on him with 87 throw power, which is pretty nice. Good accuracies across the board, 85 plus for all except for medium accuracy, but the big thing on him is traditional 6, which is actually a pretty good release. Ability wise, you can get roaming Deadeye for 3 AP. I don't really think that's great value, and yeah, I probably just wouldn't run abilities on him, period. I think this card is actually a very, very solid no money spent quarterback. I think B or C. I don't mind him being on the same tier as Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts. I feel like that actually makes a lot of sense for me. I'm gonna have him B. Now we got Marcus Mariota right here. This was my quarterback for a little while. I actually really enjoyed him as well. He's 6'4" with 86 speed, 85 excel. He is a playmaker, 88 throw power as well. Good accuracies across the board, all 80 pluses. This one game pretty nice. Has Gen 3 on him and some abilities he can get that, you know, he could get fast break, which I actually don't really like fast break this year. I wish it would have just stayed the same to make quarterbacks not fumble, but I do think Mariota is pretty good. I don't think I'm going to have him A, but I'm going to have him top into B. I think he is a really good quarterback. Now we got 87 Tim Tebow right here. Stats wise, 86 speed, 88 throw power, good accuracies across the board. I feel like you already know though. Tim Tebow, he's gonna have good stats, but at the end of the day, he has Gen 1. which is, it's like the worst release in the game. It's the worst release in the game. I do feel like for the majority of times you play Tim Tebow, it's basically a guaranteed free win. But some people just cook me with it, man. Oh, man, this is tough. This is actually really, really tough for me. I'm going to put him F tier. I feel like I have to. Do I think he's worse than yeah, I do. I mean, I would take everyone in D tier over him. I might take 82 Jared Goff over this Tim Tebow. That release is so awful. I cannot recommend y'all to use him, man. It just is not worth it. He's got to go F tier for me. And I do think QB releases are probably the most important thing in this game. I think the most important thing is release, second, abilities, third, stats. Getting to Matt Ryan right here, 6'4", not a mobile quarterback, not the end of the world though. 86 throw power, 88 short accuracy, 87 medium, 84 deep. Has Gen 3 as a release, but one of the more important things, the abilities he can get sideline deadeye. You know, not the worst ability in the world, but not really too special for me. I don't think he's F because Gen 3 is a decent release. I can put him in D. But again, he's just not really mobile, not going to do a whole lot for you. I would take everyone in C over him. And then we got the first Lamar Jackson. We're going to cover the 87 that you could have got for training. He's 6'2" with 88 speed, 88 excel. Very, very mobile, 85 throw power, 85 short accuracy, 80 medium, 80 deep accuracy. But Slinger 3 as a release. Right now in Ultimate Team, I think this is the second best release in the game. I think Slinger 1 is a lot better. But this card for me is going to go top into B. Really, really like him as a no money spent option. And then we got 88 Justin Fields right here. 6'3" height on him with 88 speed, 86 excel. 91 throw power is awesome with really good accuracy stats across the board as well. And again, has that Gen 3 release, and ability wise can get fast break. He is very, very similar in my opinion to Marcus Mariota. I think he's a little bit better, but I don't think he's quite a whole tier better. So I'm going to, again, have him in the B tier. You can kind of see the B tier for me is a lot of mobile quarterbacks that just kind of don't get the set feet lead right now. And now we got Mike Vick. Mike Vick is crazy, man. So he's 6 foot, 90 speed, 92 excel, 90 agility, has 92 throw power with great accuracies across the board. Slinger 2 release is not bad. That is not a bad release at all. And ability wise, he can get set feet lead. He can get set feet lead, and I believe he can get it for 3 AP if I am remembering correctly when you power him up. I think Michael Vick is going to go ahead, be one of the first cards to join A-Rod into this S tier. Now, this is where it gets interesting. I personally like the set feet lead a little bit more than Slinger 1, so I'm going to lead the set feet lead quarterbacks over the basically Aaron Rodgers. But again, you could flip-flop that. You could still argue Aaron Rodgers best quarterback in the game, and you are not wrong. Now we got Drew Bledsoe. Drew Bledsoe, 6'5", 81 speed on him with 92 toe power, great accuracies. So stats wise, he's perfectly fine. Has traditional 2 as a release. If you're familiar with Phillip Rivers, I believe that's the Phillip Rivers release, and he of course can get set feet lead as well for 3 AP. So you would think I'm going to have him in the S tier, right? I am going to have Drew Bledsoe into the A tier. Here is why. Drew Bledsoe's release is great everywhere except for the right flat. The right of field flat, he has a major hitch on it, which I do think to separate quarterbacks, that is a major flaw, man, because that is going to turn people off. You can watch MCS ladders from Friday to Sunday. I don't think you're going to see a lot of Drew Bledsoe because of the fact that he has a hitch to the right. Now, other than that, I think he is a perfectly fine quarterback, but the fact that he has a major flaw, I have to put him A tier. And then we got Ryan Fitzmagic right here, 6'2", 83 speed with 92 throw power and great accuracies across the board, and has that Gen 3 release with being able to get either fearless in tier 3 if you want it, or set feet lead. I'd personally lean set feet lead. And to be honest with you, I think Ryan Fitzpatrick is the 3rd best quarterback in the game for me. I do like him more than Vick. I like the Gen 3 release a little bit more than Slinger 2. He can be your 2nd best quarterback in the game, but I do like someone a little bit more than him. And that card's going to be Tua. Tua is phenomenal, man. 6 foot, 87 speed, really mobile, 89 throw power with great accuracies across the board. Also has Gen 3. It's essentially he is a athletic left-handed Ryan Fitzpatrick. And I know some of y'all will not like left-handed quarterback. I feel like this card does not miss a high ball throw at all. I rarely ever get any sort of inaccurates, and I highball a lot now, man. This is probably my favorite quarterback in the game. And yes, I have a signed Tua jersey in the back. Yes, I love me some Tua. Am I being biased though? I don't think so. He gets set feet lead as well. I think he's the best left-handed quarterback in the game, and he is my QB number 2. He's my QB number 2. I do like him a little bit more than fitzmagic, but you don't have to agree with me on that. You could have it like this, and I wouldn't say you're wrong. And then we got QB 1. Lamar, 90 speed, 90 XL, 91 agility, 6'2", 89 throw power with great accuracies across the board. And then, of course, the Slinger 3 release that we were talking about earlier. But combine Slinger 3 release with set feet lead. So he has the second best release in the game, in my opinion, with set feet lead. He is QB 1 for me. Last card of the video right here, we got Justin Herbert. Is so great stats and ability wise. But again, it's his release we talked about, man. Like, he's 6'6", 84 speed, 93 throw power is all great. He has good accuracies too. This Slinger 10 release, man, it's not it. It's not it, but he is the only quarterback in the game to get a combo of set feet lead plus fearless. I think release wise, even with set feet lead, he's probably like B, but I'm going to put him in A tier above the B tier because I do think set feet lead is a great ability. Now, do I think Justin Herbert is more like valuable or worth his price over anyone in B tier? No, I would probably run the majority of B tier over Justin Herbert just based off value, but set feet lead plus fearless is going to make him my QB 7, which I don't think is unfair. But again, like, I could see like why you would want to run like Fields, this Lamar, Mariota, Hurts over Herbert, because again, that release is really rough to use. But yeah, y'all, that is my updated quarterback tier list in Madden 23 Ultimate Team. Let me know your thoughts down below, man, because I think quarterback, you could have a lot of debates with where I put people, but this is what I'm thinking, man. And I wanted to be super strict with quarterback. Like, sure, like maybe you could argue some of these guys in D could be in C and so on like that. And I will say, I think quarterbacks from B tier up are all usable and they will not sell you games. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, you want to stay up to date with the best cards in each position group and also promo, make sure you go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe. If y'all want to see me use some of these quarterbacks live, make sure you go ahead, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. We've been grinding the streams over there, so I greatly appreciate that. If y'all don't want to head over to the Twitch right now, you guys want another video to watch, check this one out right here. I went over the best quarterback abilities in Madden 23.